Welcome to your first orientation video for MAT 081 Online Fall 17 at Mesa Community College. My name is Amy Volpe and I'll be your instructor this semester. And in this first video we're going to go over the syllabus. So one way to access the syllabus is I have it here on the calendar. You can click on the calendar, click on this link for the syllabus, and it will take you to the syllabus. Okay. The syllabus will always be here. It's in the Course Materials and Resources folder, so you don't need to print it out unless you want to. You can always access it. Now we're going to briefly review the main components of this course. I'm not going to read everything to you. It's a long document, but if you have any questions at the end, please feel free to contact me. So on this first page we have some general information about the course. Here is my contact information. The best way to reach me is via email. This is my email address, or messaging me through the MathAS system. In the next video, I'll show you how to do that. If you contact me in this way, I will always get back to you within 24 hours, and most likely it will be within a couple of hours. Okay? If need be, you can leave me a message via voicemail, but the response will not be as quick. On the next two pages, we have the official course description and competencies. You should read through this on your own. It basically tells you what you'll be able to do by the end of this course, and there are lots of things you will be able to do here. Next, we have required items. Okay. So the first thing you'll need is something we call media lesson packets, and there are 11 media lesson packets for this course, about 15 to 25 pages each. Okay. So you have two options. Okay. The first one costs money, the second one is free except you need to print something out. So all of these media lesson packets are located in the student workbook. Okay. Here is the ISBN and you can get this at the bookstore. It's about $26. The second option is all of these media lesson packets are located in the MathAS course. So in Course Materials and Resources, notice it says Media Lesson Packets by Unit, and they're all right here. Okay, so you could just, for your first one, you can just click here, open it, and you'll need to print this. So you're going to use this kind of as a guided notebook. You're going to watch videos and you're going to write down what you see and hear. It's like taking notes in a class. Next, you need a MathAS account, and you already have one. It's free, and you've already logged into it to access this orientation video. Okay. Here is the web address. If you ever need it, you might want to bookmark it. Calculators. So calculators are a tool that improves your learning, or sometimes they can be a crutch that you rely on for simple calculations. Okay. So I want you to use it as a tool to help you learn, to check your work and to make sure you're doing the processes correctly. Okay. So you should memorize the times tables. I have it right here. If you don't know them, you should know all of these computations. They'll help you throughout the course. So any of these, multiplication, or the reverse is division, so 36 divided by 9 is 4. You should be able to do any of these on your own. So you'll see throughout the course that there's, I'll be using a computer calculator for some videos. Okay. I also have extra videos with the TI-30XS Multi-View Scientific Calculator. This is a great calculator. It will help you check your work. It does a lot of things that most scientific calculators do not do. But you are not required to purchase it. You just need some calculator to check your work and also to do some computations that are more complex. So, since I need to assess your learning of basic computations, you will not be able to use a calculator on the midterm and final exam. So you want to make sure you can do things by hand, but you'll see in videos if there's something that I do on the calculator and it's more complex, your numbers on the midterm and final exam are going to be more simple. So you're not going to have any tedious computations on the midterm and final. And then you can use the calculator as much as you'd like during the homework and tests in Math AS, but remember that you shouldn't rely on it. You should be able to do things both by hand and with the calculator. And of course, since this is an online class, you need a computer with computer access and with internet access, to complete assignments. Math AS also works on cell phones if you ever lose your internet for some reason. You need an email account, and you already have one when you signed up as a student at Maricopa. This is the email address I use to set up your Math AS account. So if you want to change that, I will show you how to do that in Math AS so you receive important messages. Here are some campus resources related to this class at MCC. We have computers in the library. You can always get math help by contacting me. I should kind of be the first one you go to if you have a question, and I'll respond promptly. And I may save you a trip to the tutoring center. There's also free drop-in tutoring, and there's information on that, and some more things you should run through. If you have a documented disability, you need to contact the Disability Resource Office. They will then send me information on how I can provide accommodations for you that will help with your learning, which I am happy to do. So your first step for this is contact Disability Resources. Now, this is a longer overview of what you need to do to complete a unit in this course. So there are 11 units in this course, and you're going to follow through the same process for every one. Okay? We're going to have a whole video. The third video is going to highlight this idea and how to complete it in Math AS. So I'm going to leave this here and not talk about it in too much detail now, but you can reference this if you ever need to be reminded of the steps to complete a unit. So we all need deadlines to stay on track with our work. Okay. So you are required to complete at least one unit per week. The deadlines are listed on the course calendar. In an attempt to try to keep it uniform so you know when your due dates are, I set it up so your media lessons are always due Fridays, homeworks Monday nights, and test assignments Wednesday nights. All of the times are at 11:59 p.m. This doesn't mean you have to do the assignment on these nights. They're all available now. You have to do the units and assignments in order, but you can absolutely do them early and even finish the course early. Now, sometimes things come up and you can't get an assignment done on time, and I want to help you stay on track, and I know that you're taking an online class and sometimes you need some flexibility. So at the beginning of the semester, I've given you 15 late passes. So a late pass works for a single assignment, not an entire unit, and it extends the assignment deadline, the original due date, by 2 days. Okay? You want to apply a late pass before the due date has passed, and I'm going to show you more in another video on how you use a late pass. Okay? And you can also use more than one late pass on a single assignment if need be. But when you use up your late passes, you're going to be penalized for points if you need to do something late. Okay, so you cannot skip any assignments, so you're always going to need to complete anything. So if you fall a week behind, you can't say, I just want to start on the next unit. You may have missed a unit on percents, and you can't skip that. That's really important for your future courses. So you need to complete everything, and if you fall behind, these late passes are going to help you. If something, if maybe you're terribly sick for a week or something comes up, you should contact me and I will help you adjust your schedule so you can get back on track. There are 2 in-person exams for this course, the midterm exam and the final exam. They're each worth 30% of your grade, totaling 60% of your grade. Okay. They are not cumulative, so the first exam is on units 1 through 6 and the second is on 7 through 11. Okay. Something very important, the due dates are set for Tuesday, October 17th from 6 to 8 and the final exam is December 12th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if you usually have other obligations or you need to arrange for childcare, make sure that you start now and make sure you're available on these dates for the final and midterm exams. Okay. So no calculator or notes are allowed on the exams. On the final exam, we'll be testing on geometry, so you will have a geometry formula sheet that will be provided, and I'll tell you more about that as we come closer to the date. Okay. There are online reviews and Math AS reviews that you're required to do to be eligible to take these exams, okay, and they are going to prepare you very well for the exam. This is how you receive your grade. So again, 11 units in this course, and you must complete all of them to receive a letter grade. If you do not complete all of the units, you'll earn a W in the course. Okay, and also they must be completed in order. So we have media lessons, homework, test, midterm, and final. Notice the media lessons aren't part of your grade, but they're a required part of the course. So we'll learn more about media lessons and why they're important in the next video. And these are the grades that you'll receive based on your performance. Okay. Attendance in an online classroom, you should be completing at least 1 unit per week, except weeks where we have reviews. Okay. Failure to complete your orientation assignment by this Friday, you will be dropped from the course. So the orientation assignment and your first media lesson in Math AS should take you about 2, maybe 3 hours, and that's the amount of time that you would spend in the classroom during the first week. So to show that you are committed to this course, you need to complete that the first week to remain in the course. And you should read through this information in general and some more information about the course, what you can expect from me, and what I expect from you. And we have additional college policies, information, responsibilities that you are responsible for. And again, please read through these online. Okay. So in the next video, we're going to talk a little bit about the Learning Management System Math AS so you can learn how to use it. And I'll see you in a minute.